There are questions about how the Washington Parish Sheriff's Office handled a death investigation that has become a years-long unsolved case. It went from being an unclassified death to a suicide and a homicide, creating confusion and frustration for the victim's family.
As Mike McDaniel explains, the family hopes new eyes on the case will help bring some closure.
A murder mystery hangs near the intersection of Washington and Main Streets in Franklinton, Louisiana. The sign on the brick wall with Donna Arceneaux's picture is only a few months old, but the mystery surrounding her death has hovered over this small town for years.
It was a bad morning, very bad.
That morning was Tuesday, October 24th, 2017. The town just wrapped up celebrating the Washington Parish Free Fair, a time when Donna was all smiles. 2 days later, the 40-year-old single mother of three was found dead.
911, what is your emergency?
Hey, we've got a deceased body.
Got a phone call from our mother that said that she didn't know what had happened, but that Donna was dead.
Donna's older sister, Sherry Pygott, says that day stays with her.
Me and my husband got in the car and went to her house, and it was wrapped with tape.
According to the Washington Parish Sheriff's Office, Donna was found by two friends who went to check on her after not being able to contact her. Sherry says those are the voices you hear on this 911 call.
Highway 16, please come quick.
Okay, ma'am, I'll get them headed that way.
She was found on the floor, half naked, and had been shot through her chest.
A handgun was found on Donna's bed. Authorities wouldn't confirm whether it was the one used to fire the shot. Blood evidence was found in areas of the home away from her body.
If there's blood in her kitchen and she's found in her bedroom, that to me says that she didn't do it herself.
Determining what happened created division among investigators at the Washington Parish Sheriff's Office, which only called it an unclassified death at the time.
There were some that thought it was homicide. There were others that thought it was suicide.
Sheriff Randy Country Seal wasn't at the scene that day, but says his office did everything it could to find out. An autopsy the next day ruled Donna's death a homicide. That information was turned over to the sheriff's office, but Sherry says it was never made public. Despite having the autopsy results, 4 months later, in February of 2018, the sheriff's office told the local newspaper Donna's death was a suicide.
My first thought was, oh my goodness, did they get the death certificate and we weren't told?
Sherry says the sheriff's office never told her about the autopsy. All she knew was what she read in the paper, that it was being called a suicide.
There's no way she did that. She wouldn't have left her daughter. She loved her children.
Even with the autopsy results, the sheriff's office never made a clarification.
I don't know how that all got mixed up and messed up.
It was September, almost a year after Donna's death, when Sherry got the death certificate and saw these 8 letters next to manner of death.
It was vindication, because we already knew.
Sherry thought the homicide ruling would make the case become a priority at the sheriff's office.
I thought that they would treat it differently, but as time has gone by, it wasn't treated differently.
Were there ever any suspects brought to light in this case?
No, not that I know of.
If there was any chance for us to make an arrest on this case, we would have done it.
Suspicious of how the sheriff's office was handling the case, Donna's family requested to have state police take over in 2019. Sheriff Seal agreed.
We did all we could do, and we turned it over to them, hoping another set of eyes or sets of eyes would see something that we might have missed.
As an open investigation, state police wouldn't comment on where the case stands. Sherry worries time and evidence have been wasted.
I don't have words to explain the regrets, the lost time. Just all the questions and the wonderings why. You know, the wondering why it happened to her, and also the wonderings why nobody cared enough to find out what happened.
Where it happened, the White House on Highway 16, just outside Franklinton's town limits, isn't just where Donna lived.
Ever since I can ever remember, we'd done each other's hair and done each other's makeup, and we weren't very good at it. But, you know,
As a hairstylist and cosmetologist, Donna got good at it and opened a spa inside her home.
this is inside the spa.
Sherry worked with her.
We got paid to print.
Their bond as adults started as kids.
This is my favorite one.
Sherry was a 10-year-old foster child when she became big sister to 6-year-old Donna.
Such fun. There was an instant bond. We were very close. My baby brother and I also. They just kind of attached themselves to me.
Over the years, they would grow into more than just sisters. They were friends.
She was very different than me, so I was always trying to keep her out of trouble. Yeah. You know, don't do this, don't do that. And she's like, oh, loosen up.
Sherry was more reserved. Donna was more outgoing. Sherry says her sister loved the outdoors, never met a stranger, and was always up for an adventure.
This was my 31st birthday.
6 years without her sister. It's memories like these that help Sherry still feel close to Donna. She just doesn't want her baby sister to be forgotten.
Do I have hope? Yeah. I will never not have hope. I'll always want that.
A hope she'll always carry, that someone who looks up at Donna's picture will help a family and community find peace. Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
Anyone with information in the case is asked to call the state police.
A documentary investigation called Who Killed Donna Arceneaux is set to be released very soon.